What up? I ate the eggs. Sorry I'm so late. I've been intentionally starting streams later recently because I've been a little overwhelmed with like taking care of Zoe and other stuff lately. And I've noticed that you guys show up later in the stream, so I want to still kind of hit that time zone when most people can watch. But starting at around borderline 9 p.m. is a bit too late for me still. So I don't want to do that, but my dad's coming home from a trip today, so I wanted to clean up a little bit, make sure I put the dishes away. And I still had to take out Willie, and I'm like, I should eat something before stream, and I was like, I'll get a few hard-boiled eggs, and they were hard to freaking peel. But anyway, I'm live now, so that's what matters. I feel like my camera goes higher every freaking day. What up, what up? What up, Momo? Thank you for on stream. What's up, Nanzing and Splunker and Haiti? Forgot how to choose. When you do the redeem, you can just say the color in it. But if you don't do it, then it gives you a point where you can spend it after. So Corpa and Dexios and Nightmare and Jordan and Orby. What a Tetrack. Okay, we'll start it over. You don't gobble schmoove over if you don't want to. You definitely can. It's if you like Twitch, there's most of the community is over here. But if you like the YouTube player, I can still read your chat messages. I got a bot set up where it shows them in chat for me. What up? The redeem, I think, checks for the color in the redeem, and then if there's no color, then it tells you the command you can use. Or maybe it asks you anyway and then checks. I don't remember. The bot, unfortunately, doesn't go back to YouTube because I feel like I was getting like shadow banned. But the Twitch chat is on the screen, so you can, the YouTube chatters can talk to them that way, I guess. Alright, we're going red. This is the same seed, I didn't refresh yet. Annihilate. That's a good ass Pokemon. What randomizer did you use that had Annihilate? The red might have been the Gengar from yesterday. You can tell from last night. We're going red. Poliwrath. We're going Poliwrath. Poliwrath and Starmie are pretty similar because they're both they're both water type, but they're both, sorry, the Guardians are up 5-1, which is like incredible after the month of June. So I'm just stunned about that. Like, the game's fun again. They're both stone Pokemon, stoners. They don't learn moves, really. But Poliwrath goes against Swablu, and Starmie would have went against Poliwrath, so this is a pretty good come up for us if he's good. Let's see. A lot of health. Ooh. I mean, Scrappy is good. That speed is garbage attack. I don't know why I said attack, but garbage. It's Garbage Town. I love slow mixed attackers. His moveset could have some work to it. The problem is a wood hammer does recoil. We can only get moves really from the gym leaders. Here, we'll do a prediction. So we have a lot of health, which makes the recoil, I guess, not as bad, but it doesn't really matter until we get a leftovers or something. But yeah, this thing's slow as hell. We're gonna be taking hits. This thing will not win, but I will run it. I would definitely put some points in the no here, just because you could die to a wild Pokemon. Alright, Gubble's gonna win now that it's for the money. So scampering. The Guardians are doing well too, so. Shed. Let me heal. Chat, how are you doing today? Tired, I feel that. Blade. Distracted. Oh, fuck off. They do. It's kind of nasty work that this game has an auto run button and also the encounter rate is higher when you run. Are we dead? Wow. I guess that's what a level 6 Kabuto does to you. .37 speed's pretty bad. Iron Head would have been really good. Vital Throw. I guess we're slow anyway, would have been good. I think its problem was just its speed mixed with its defense. It was almost good. Sad that it didn't even get a chance to beat the rival. It's not often we get a favorite starter. You have to do 16 and then beat red. Going red. Purdue versus Teddy Ursa. We having sheer cold. Nobody's excited to vote for this Badoo. That's fair. It's a big letdown from Poliwrath. But he does clap. It goes like this. It's pretty funny, right? Because his hands have to bloom, and that's what flowers do. He's a bud. Max potion. Sometimes the challenges we face make us stronger. Or maybe that's just a cope we come up with to get through the challenges, but wait, is that Professor Elm on the line? Let me answer this. Oh shit, it's a disaster. He was robbed. Let me, a 10-year-old, come back and help him. Healing. Alright, Badoo, you made it. It's 10 heals. And then once you beat the 8 gyms, you get one more. And then once you beat the Elite Four in this game specifically, you get 8 more. Or 7 more. think I'm being a chunt right now. Stop doing that. I'll just crit you. Why does it keep trying to tag me when I'm underground? Dumb as hell. Why isn't Mimic working? This battle's really slow. We got the substitution animation, we got the sun animation, we got the dig, we got the iron defense. Hey, hit me. Jesus, thank you for the gift sub to Ringtail. Appreciate you. What up, Duck Moo? Appreciate the lurk. Thank you so much. What up, what up? I'll roll a die for where that color goes. That is green. This is one of the slowest rival fights of all time. There's only 1 point on win. We're winning, but at what cost? Yeah, nobody redeemed name. Why does he only hit me with absorbs? He's got mist ball. Oh, he's out now. No. Wait, this is good? Hey, we finally crit when it barely mattered to. There you go, lone believer. Good man. With Lawrence. All right, now we got to pivot. Everyone's favorite moment. Chat. Mystery egg. I wonder what Twitter's gonna say about Brian Rocchio. I don't want no Grimer. Look at his funny sprite. Grimer Shelter. Don't really think finding a 5% chance with a 280 BST mon is a smart choice, but I don't know why I didn't encounter, but what if it was a level 6? I could go Apom for Nightchrome. I won't. Okay, that's looking like the beast we want to try. Hopefully, I will not die catching it. Spying eye. What a junior space claw. Love the Mega Mole appreciation. I don't think We're gonna get this bird. Starscream. Well, that's how it goes. Starscream, thank you for continuing your sub.
For being a friend.
Appreciate that. Just been pissed forever. Had the longest battle ever. Red. Interact versus Carvana. What up, damn? Rokio might be back. Might have to be Rokio believers. He might be the thing this damn team needs. Not the one it wants. This little fucker's got pressure. Here's another rival battle prediction. Fighting a Carvana. The best move is Egg Bomb against it. Couldn't beat Guardians. Marshtomp. Marshtomp looks polite. Like, he looks like he's getting his lunch from the lady, and he's like smiling and saying thank you. I remember when I was in elementary school, the lunch ladies came up to my mom. It might have been at like a Boy Scout thing. Because there used to be like a yearly chili off. Who could make the best chili? And it was in that cafeteria at the school I went to. So maybe the lunch ladies were there. I don't know. But they came up to my mom and they were like, "Your boys are so nice. They say thank you every day." And I heard that and I'm like, what? I just say thank you. I don't know. It's not that hard. Not really doing anything. Does nobody else say thank you? I would hate being a judge of a chili cook-off. I'm not a fan of beans or spice. But my mom made a chili a lot when we were younger, so I would just not eat it.
Thanks for subbing to the Murkus army.
Ganbat.
Here we go. The Bobber, think of the 26 months. Unbate. I already can't hit an egg bomb. Now I'm paralyzed. Chad Tim Tim, you have one shot. Do not miss your. It's Leet Run. Guys, it's Leet. Does anyone remember speaking? We're going blue. Batu, Heracross versus Vileplume. This one is Street Lamp. What do we got? It's a stone Pokemon, so it's gotta have good moves. Not. Okay, our ability is entirely pointless, but I think it's kind of serviceable. I think we've got enough PP where like we can wait till cut and hope with gym teams have a better special move. Use a prediction. Fighting a Heracross, I believe. I like this guy. Cyclops. I've definitely had to use struggle, yeah. I haven't in a while though. Well, that's not true. There's like a recent short on my channel where I do struggle. Okay, let's deal with that later. I like this Vileplume, but that Milotic, it's hard to pass one up. But I might. There's that stone you needed to evolve. Rooker. It is elite. It's the elite run. I can't wait to see Professor Elm again. He's like a celebrity. Doing okay. That's great. No special defenses, sad there. So I kind of want to check the Milotic because our special defense had 2 zeros in 4 levels, which isn't good. This Vileplume is really good, but I mean, I feel like low special defense you can get away with until it catches up to you. And sometimes it won't, and you bet on that, but there's also a Milotic right here. I'm gonna try to scout it, I think. Yeah, that's the problem. Is when a big boy's got flamethrower. Not much you can do about that. And you like, as a general rule, I always am like, if it's
No, that's wrong, you dickhead.
and what up into the raid if you can't well. My general rule is that if our defense stat like stays in line with our level, it's serviceable. So the fact that it got 2 zeros in 4 levels is a little worrying. Pissed off. Fuck. Already heard that. The Milotic was the 5% chance, so we could have like done this run without even knowing about this. This is like the apple. This is that shit that got all the humans in the world in trouble with the sin or something. I did not mean to do that. Fuck. You know what? I'll just use this as an excuse to pivot. Because the rule is if you kill a Pokemon, you gotta pivot on that route. You got owned by a turtle? That's crazy. That's not true, Cyclops. Oh. I don't know about turtles in Terraria. Lily. I was thinking about starting my Minecraft hardcore runs today, but I started too late, so I'm gonna set it up. I'm so tired today. To the mad science event. What if it's fun? Does this have caffeine? How do you tell if it has caffeine? Yeah, this does have caffeine, but it's like the lowest. The last ingredient. Doesn't that say how much? I don't understand caffeine. It's like not, you like don't need to list it. I don't have dropped frames. Maybe it was Twitch. They didn't list how much, it just said it was in there. Really not a lot. Seeing this Melodic was a nightmare, I think. I'm never gonna find it again. And when I catch it, it's gonna be so fucking bad. And I should have just stuck the Vile Plume. And the snake would have duped me into eating the apple. But is it better to have tried and lost, or to have not have known? We just had to get philosophical when he came out. Does anyone like philosophy? I feel like whenever people talk philosophy, I'm just like, shut up, bro. Are you an ace? Okay. I think it's when like people, I think the idea of just like talking philosophy back and forth is like gross to me. Like discussing it. I think like having a philosophy or like using a philosophy is fine. But I think the discussion of philosophy is where I'm like, I don't have any interest in it. No, it was live, damn. Yeah, I hate him. Sketch, bro. He had no defense. He was garbage. That was the Happini that died to Blizzard. Yeah, I should have stuck with the Vileplume, but I actually killed the Happini. Like that, it really was the original sin, bro. It was the devil coming to tempt us. That's fine. That special defense really was scaring me. Blue. With a Heracross. Paris versus Pelipper. Oh boy. This guy stinks, bro. Super repel. Bro, fuck off. With your mate in Bronto. No. I think to go back to philosophy, I think like stoicism and stuff like that is cool. It's just discussing philosophy, I think, that we're like talking about it. I don't know. I feel like I thought it was like cooler when I was in like college. And now I think it's cringe to be like, well, actually, nothing is real. Yeah, I have like no interest in philosophy discussion. I did take philosophy in college. Well, anime just be doing that. They have to make the main character sound cool. I just think I would be a great philosopher, but like I'm not subjecting people to it. My philosophy on streaming is you're never gonna make it, so don't try. Just do. You know what I think about sometimes? Whenever somebody who's like a big, like, somebody who's like made it, someone who like, you know, they're at the top of their field, they're like successful, they're always like, pursue your dreams, you can do it, believe in yourself. And it's like, this is coming from a biased position. Like, you made this, so obviously you believe that anyone can do anything. But is that a realist? I don't know. I want to believe that I can do it, that I can make it. But is their perspective useful? Should I find it motivating? Sorry, I'm doing philosophy now. Knowledge. I think some people, it's like a double-edged sword, because I do think there's a lot of people who had a dream and they worked really hard on it and they deserve to be where they are, and their perspective is, it matters. But there's also like just like luck with everything and circumstances, you know what I mean? What a polytab. That's not as inspiring. But anyway, guys, we're all gonna make it. I believe in you. I think the most important thing is to believe in each other, because I think I said I hated philosophy and now I'm doing it. I think together, we could together is the only way forward. Blue. Bronzong versus Roselia. I think doing things by yourself is impossible, so you need people who believe in you and support you. This is Bobbert. What up, Shim? What do we got here? Is this an epic pog or what? Moves aren't great. But he's bulky, he's fast, and his attack is like just enough. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. here too. What a Battalion Joy. Alright, what? You guys need any more philosophy from me? I'm taking requests. I'm a philosopher now. I don't know what wax poetic means. What makes us human is the fact that we can ask that fucking dumbass question. Next. Life underwater? Bro doesn't know about East Coast? If you only know that you know nothing, then how come you know you don't know something? That actually is covered in the philosophy of, I don't remember what it's called, but, it's the famous I think therefore I am. You can't tell if anything else is real, but you know that you yourself are real because you can think and feel, and so that makes you real. So the fact that we can know nothing means that we don't know nothing. I think that one. Sometimes life is an oxymoron. What up, Tavpog? What up, Kaiser? What if a dolphin was like, what makes us human? What would happen? We don't talk about what ifs and
thank you for the
philosophy, so.
MRKS barrel, MRKS barrel.
Network, thank you for the 66 months. Appreciate ya. A parrot could ask, what makes us human? Right? We all agree that it could ask that. But it doesn't mean it. It knows not what it says, and that's what makes us human. Rene Descartes. We did it. Someone's move is late. Also early. Our only real move here is tackle. Entrance's dog would not ask what makes us human. I don't know if I like this guy. I don't like betting on a normal move that's 35 power. You asked them to say I think therefore I am. Then that's like the same shit as the parrot. Yeah, I think we pivot here. I would run this if it had any move that I was excited about. I'll make fun of my trash can. Lamau. All right, next philosophy. Come on. If you had something that was real and something that was fake, how would I know something is real? The only fake thing I could have is friends, and I don't keep those bitches, so the fake friends. If you're far in the forest and no one was around to hear it, did you shit your pants or not? I don't know. I wasn't there to hear it. I'm thinking unlimited games, but no games. For something to be real, does it have to physically exist in the universe? No, I don't think. I do think, and that's real. This is network. Gravity is real, and we can't see it. It's not physical. If there's a fake mark that was pretending to be you and looked identical, and you had a gun and had to shoot the fake mark, how would you tell which one is real? This guy's ass. Not that bad, but it's not good. It also has anticipation. I mean, like, what is a fake me? I think that's the question we have to ask. What would be a fake me? If you can't determine between a fake me and a real me, then why aren't they both me? Well, maybe he should have subbed to a not-ass Pokemon. You would know it's me because I would have shoved him down and spit on him. I would have taken his mask off. Xavier, Renegade Angel. American adult animated comedy television series. I don't think I've ever seen these. Looks like Second Life. How do you know what you don't know? That actually, that like fucks me up because like I think humans can like learn anything. Like there's like intelligence, like there's like a measure of intelligence for different species. You know, like dolphins are smart and like ants are stupid. They're kind of smart in their own way, but there's like this like measure of intelligence, and I think that would imply that we don't have like infinite cognitive ability, and I don't think that we do. Like we have limited space, but I think that we can grasp anything. I don't know if we have a limit, but the fact that other things, well, maybe they can, maybe other things can. There's like monkeys that learn sign language, there's dogs that press buttons, there's crows that solve puzzles, and octopuses. I think intelligence is something that is complicated, but I think our only limit is time. Are tricking us? Would I rather live in a rainforest cafe or an Amazon warehouse? I haven't been in either. But an Amazon warehouse might be fun to walk around in, but would probably be depressing. Do I get free food? How do I make money? I just leave? There's studies saying the brain stops keeping up socially after knowing 500 people. But what does that mean? What's up, Dylan? Dogs do have jobs. I don't like any Pokemon. No Pokemon will ever meet my demand. Yeah, it's so you can see YouTube comments. I don't know why it's called oven. I think that I think that you could forget things in your brain, but I also think like our body's aging is like our only limit. I don't know. Because you don't remember everything you learned in school, but relearning it would be faster because you made those connections. I don't know how the brain works, but I feel like, to me, I feel like there's nothing we can't understand. And maybe one person can't know everything, but I feel like somebody can know anything. It's very it's very nebulous on what that even means, but it's something I think about sometimes, because people are always like, what if there's aliens that are smarter than us? And it's like, what is smarter than? I've never liked freaking IQ tests. Maybe this is telling, but be able to live in a human society on their own. When you say human society, is it like our human society, or they would create their own human society? Yeah, IQ tests are garbage poo-poo. What up, C5? I'm also like really scared about like getting into an accident and like my brain changing. That scares me. Like, I just change who I am? Like, how does that even work? I don't know. I don't get it. AI will never be good until it has the connections like a brain. Yeah, Alzheimer's is scary too. I have hope that we'll have Alzheimer's. We'll have solved Alzheimer's at some point soon. I feel like they're making progress. But there's like smart old people and people who get it. You know, I feel like the brain is just a muscle, and it's not like maybe it like slows down a bit, but it's not like it dies. Yeah, I feel like if you lose some like cognitive ability because of an accident, like, I don't even know how that works. Like, can it recover? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many examples of people changing or people like recovering. I don't know. It's scary. Oh, really, Dexios? Blue. By Bravo versus Anti. Theorize that our subjective experience isn't a coherent and constant us, but is coming and going. Not sure how to word it, but essentially when we sleep, the person that wakes up isn't the person who went to bed. I think that's poo-poo. Yeah, yesterday I would have said, I mean, there's people that are like, you, in 7 years, your entire cells of your body is completely replaced. So like, what are you? But you're just fucking you. You're your experiences, your memories, your interests, friends, you're fucking you, bro. Your DNA, your mama. This guy's a glass cannon. Probably has more than one observer, and it's not just me. I mean, somebody else is also me. That doesn't make sense because I decide what I do. Like I could go, nobody else would do that. That kind of, I'm not doing that again. That kind of like, I feel like being an observer implies that the person observing doesn't have control, but I do as the observer. And if there was two observers and they both decided to do the same thing, then it would just be one observer. Isn't there just the same thing? So, debunked, I guess. Do something out of loop? What does that mean? Just like a programming thing. You got it. I like to think that I like to think that I don't have a set path. Everything I do is off the path. Sometimes I look at a mirror and I see myself and I'm like, what the? That's me? What the hell? Happened hundreds of times. Like, that's not me. Who's that? Who's that fucking dumbass? I don't like the idea of myself is different than what I am, I think. Dysmorphia, I guess. Get spatial rendered. Never mind. It's not acting, it's just like visually. I just don't see myself unless it's through a mirror. I can't know other people exist, so I am myself, and what they think of me is just their data set. You guys are all bots. Type 1 if you're a Twitch bot. A Tang versus Giraffe Rig. Atomic Nut. I think you guys will never know who I am. I don't even know fully, I guess. I just know mostly. Back. Yeah. Wait, this guy's kind of built like a weird droplet. I think it's fucked up we have so many different languages. Like, why don't we just use one? Stupid culture or something. I wonder on like a different planet where they also become social creatures and create languages, if they have different ones. Or as many as we do. Language is OP. I think language is what makes us smart. I think language is the reason why we can learn anything. Because if you can describe it, then you can scribe it. But like you see like ants working together, and that's like really smart. You see like trees communicate through fungus, and you're like, what the? That's really smart. Was the last prediction no? It was. If we use the same language, wouldn't it change over time because of how far everyone is? I mean, there's a difference between British English and American English, but it's not that much. And with the internet and phones, I don't think it would be that big of an issue. I haven't even looked at this guy really. Serene Grace is awesome. I do wonder. I don't know, language is just so weird to me. There's so many different ones. Wonder why they were each started. Latin blows. I do think, I love that. It's a cool video. I do think that English is very expressive. You can describe a lot of ideas with it. But I do wonder, like, were languages, like, I know some of them are based off of other ones, but, like, there's also just some that were probably developed completely separately, maybe not even knowing of each other. But I, like, wonder the reason of, like, having a language and then changing it. Is it just to, like, be different? Is it... what is it? Were they just saying funny things? And then those became words? That's what the Germans did. Because of war. I dropped some frames. What the hell? What the hell? This guy have... Use some Serene Grace flinches. Okay, we didn't get a single one. Could live. I just like the languages that were based on other ones but then they made their own. I just want to know the history of that. I think it'd be interesting, but without being able to write because they didn't have a language, it's hard to know. Blue. Ditto versus Cranidos. I mean, I understand how like new words are made. There's just so many different languages, and like now it's like languages are preserved because it's easy and it's also like cultural. But it would be a lot easier if everyone just knew one language together. And I think there'd be a lot more empathy too. If people could understand each other. Not that not understanding each other is a good excuse for not being empathetic. My friend started to learn Esperanto, but I never really understood it. Like I don't know its origin or anything. So, you said that learning English opened a whole new world for you, Haiti. Do you think in English? It's interesting. I think making a universal language is a cool idea. I just think it's nearly impossible to for it to come to fruition. Makes sense. I've only learned like German in high school and only Japanese through Duolingo now. So it's not like I don't have like any perspective on being multilingual. I think it's cool when people say stuff like that. We only had French, German, and Spanish in my high school, and in college I was an engineer, so we didn't need to take a language class. But it would have been cool to take Japanese in college if I had to. I had a friend who either minored in Japanese or like dual majored in it, and he got like a job in Japan teaching English, even though his degree was like business or something. Yeah, Japanese has too many characters. Learning it's been fun, but it's so daunting. Blue, but I think it'd just be cool. Goldplant versus Ho-Oh. I think it'd just be cool to like play a Japanese game. Well, can we beat a Ho-Oh? No special defense, but we have an evolution. Yeah, I think translation will get really good soon, so. But I don't have glasses that do that for me yet, so what up, see Sammy? Korean seems really easy because they like redid their letters or characters to be more logical, I guess. Yeah, I was just thinking about that Minecraft thing that translates shit. That's really cool. Amen. That's crazy, Dexia. Didn't know that. Math is a universal language, but what does it tell you? Freaking the length of a line on a triangle? I'm not communicating that. How about I co-sign you some whoop ass? Whoop grinds it. My love is infinite, so can't really express that in a way that's meaningful. Bro, I think different measurement systems are such like a dumb thing to complain about. You just fucking, there's equations to just translate it. It's so easy. It's such a dumb thing to complain about. And you know what? I think Fahrenheit is a good temperature system for outdoors. I think it's better than Celsius. People are always like, America's so stupid for using imperial, and meanwhile I have a degree in electrical engineering, and we fucking use more than one measurement system. We've learned the metric system my whole freaking goddamn education. It's just more than one way to measure something. That's not a bad thing. You ever heard of moles in chemistry? That's a different way to measure atoms, and it's useful. Celsius is just Kelvin, but more adjusted, so you don't have to say 365 or whatever. Some asterisks. I mean, if people fail to do it, then that is that's a skill issue. Just frankly, that's a skill issue. Fable versus Rhyhorn. They can see you on the chat display. The bot did try to put your messages in there, but I think it spammed too much and got like shadow banned, and it was fucking up the message relays thing, I think. So turn that part off. But I've just seen like so many people be like, what's the word? Elitist about their measurement system. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm 32. You ever fucking measured something like this? You ever go, that's one of these. That's a different measurement system. Are you gonna yell at me for creating a new measurement system? I don't think I've seen that. Let me look next time. Oh, that's my draw thing. Be scared, guys. I just did a new measurement. This is called a plinch, a pixel inch. I didn't expect it to be a portmanteau when I started writing it, but it did become one. Whoa, new measurement. I'm sorry, I won't bring up Plinch again. Oh man, I fucked up. Okay, welcome back. What up, Copper? It should take 3 minutes. The game's pretty accurate with time. Yeah, we did kind of change the game at 2600. I don't think so, Copper. There's a mechanic in the game where if you played for like 3 hours, your dad calls you, and it's like a minute or two off, but it's always like pretty accurate. So I assume it would use the same timer mechanism. Gucci, but I haven't ordered a pizza in that game for forever. A mil means 1,000? The Guardians game is tied right now. It's scary. If Rocio gets a home run though, he's my favorite player. He got on base. Atari 26. Cientos. This Clefable was so slow. I haven't looked at this Clefable. I've just been talking about philosophy and shit. One plinch to pesos. One. The train doesn't stop until you give up. That's like if you join the Archies in my server, they go way too long. And you have to put a stop to that by making your settings a Triforce hunt and really easy so you have an out. You need 50% of the Triforce pieces and then you warp to the end. It took 10 hours after people were complaining that the last one took 16. This Clefable, I hate to say it, it's kind of usable. It was going to be today, but then you asked about it, and now it's going to be never. Peggle race. I wish there was more Peggle to race. I almost won the last one. I went a different route than everyone, which maybe was BM, but two Stardew? One Stardew's nauseating, bro. I think a long rando is fun every once in a while, but I'm always trying, if I get out of a rando in 6 hours, I'm like, this is awesome. This is the best. I've conquered this. I like long randos that I finish early. The ideal is 6, and then the backup is 8, and that's my ideal rando. Yeah, one Stardew. Stardew's like more of an async game, I think. I've never seen the settings, but I've seen other people do it. But I've done the Archie I regret the most is probably the Witness. Thanks, Shim. Appreciate ya. I could run this Fable, I guess. It just doesn't learn moves. I don't like not having that flexibility. And the thing is, simple makes close combat even worse. I've been hinting when it gets like 2 or 3 a.m. I've been hinting my last items. His stats aren't even that bad. He just will never go first. My ear's ringing. Put it, Melina. It is randomized, but it's not just a rando. There's like a very specific set of rules that I'm following. That makes the game harder. A lot of the hardness comes from the randomizer, but there's also like I can only go to the Pokemon Center 10 times, like that kind of rule. If you go there, you can see all the rules I'm doing survival. I don't like hinting early, but I think hinting later is good. Dude, the no rain, but it's storming around you is, I'm always like, I always feel ripped off. What the hell? Somebody ban that guy. I haven't had my ear ring like that in forever. Yeah, it's like a Nuzlocke. In the simplest terms, it's like a really hard randomized Nuzlocke, but there is a lot different from the Nuzlocks. But Nuzlocks can be so many different things, so it's like you know, general knowledge, you could just call it a really hard Nuzlocke. I want to make a video about it to explain it. It just will take a while, but I think it'd be a good video. And then I could have like I feel like there's a lot of people that watch that don't even necessarily understand the rules of ironmon that have been here multiple streams. Yeah, I think if you're BK and it's like past 4 hours, that's like a good time to hint. I hold my hints like close to my chest because I like leaving the rando be the rando and like not just deciding which item you want, and like, cause like you can hint and you're like, I need this item, and like you won't get that item for hours. And you're not supposed to. But then you're like making somebody else think about that item that they have for hours that they can't get. And I just like, I like the unpredictability of randomizers, so I use them to get to the end. Like, randomizers get less interesting towards the end, where you're just going through every check. So I try to like speed up that if it's been a long seed. But I think for BK, hints are good. A download Inferno seems epic. I want that really Bob. I cherish you. Yeah, and some games have hints in them, but those feel like when there's hints in the game, it feels like intentional, and you're also not choosing which item that you want, you know? You could get a hint for a freaking like sunflower or something that has nothing, has like no worth, and it's just was part of the randomizer, so it feels a lot more fair and fun. I think in-game hints are cool, and I think Archie hints should be my personal philosophy on Archie. More philosophy after I said I didn't like it. My personal philosophy on Archie hints is that they're more for getting the seed going and getting it unstuck. I think hints are good in the async because it can put a fire under people that aren't playing. So I don't blame people that hint in the async. Kind of helps my job. My job that I delegated to Halloween's, but regardless. Show me what you got, Droplet. That's way too much health. But show me what you got. He doesn't. He doesn't got. If he didn't have the negative special attack in nature, but he doesn't have moves, I think I can't use this guy. He's like fine if he gets the special attack download, but his attack is ass, so it won't do anything for us. We also have 10 PP in a bad nature. Get it together. I gotta take up my dog. She's up. So I'll be right back. Maybe. What up? Zoe made me miss the Grand Slam in the 10th inning, bro. Can you believe that? Hit the wrong scene. Her voice. Lauren, see with that 95 bits. Appreciate that. Kill him. I wish I could run this Infernape, but there's too much health and not anything else. He's throwing. Are you Houston? Scoring 10 in the game was like unthinkable for 2 months. Well, I shouldn't have fought this guy. Berry juice. That's a wearable potion. Alright, we're going to the level 9s, everyone. I love Infernape, but I wish I could run him, but... Guardians won 2 games in a row. My dad just came home. Yesterday I could have done it. What up, Trevor? On Helmonchina's got a Grange Clam, Trevor, but it was exactly when Zoe wanted to go out, so I didn't see it. What are these middle evolution bitches doing in this grass? I guess it's better than Goldeen. I literally had my phone open to see they subbed Schnee. Or they subbed in J-Rod for Schneeman for some reason. He got struck out. And then I went outside and my internet dropped. And I looked and there was a blue ball. I'm like, what does the blue mean? And then we went up by 4. Let's go. Wait, Hark was in voice and he ghosted me? Led came in here and he's like, I think the Yankees are doing well. What's the 4th guy? That one was for her. I don't like in front of his sprite when he like growls. That reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. It's like he reminds me of like a British man. He got like mutton chops or something. Austin Powers. I guess I'm not a mutton chop enjoyer. You guys, that's something I just revealed about myself. Sorry, mutton choppers. I didn't want to say it, but it just came out. You think I'll ever get the fourth guy here? Wow. Look how much worse Chimchar is than Infernape. Three starter Pokemon, none fully evolved, and a Goldian. I think we need to check the level 8. He looks so dumb, but Infernape's really cool. I think our best option is maybe the Prinplup. Unfortunately. But if it had huge power, then it would be epic. Okay, I don't want a Jumpluff. Guys, the Guardians won 2 games in a row. That's crazy. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just win out. I don't have a good option. They lost 10 games in a row. It was awful. And before their 10, it's not like our bad period was just those 10 games. It was the whole month of June. They were just fucking, they scored like 1.5 runs average per game. And they don't call up any talent or hire anybody. I do think Trace is potentially a bad ability. Like, it has the potential to end your run. Maybe the Grovile's better. I believe in the competition between Rokio and Arius. Get Robile. I don't like Trace. You get one normalize on a ghost type and you lose. He's only out for 15 days. I don't think it was... Oh, I'm out of balls. I guess we don't trace forever. Maybe we do go the print pluck. Trading away Santana is sad. It makes sense, but it just hurts my heart. For the 4th time? Okay. I would love if Naylor came back. Jose, Quan, and Naylor, those are... You put those 3 guys on the team and I'll enjoy it every day. Yeah, I don't like Trace as a forever ability. What do you got for us, Prin Plup? There's no way a 405 BST Mon with 30, I guess it's 36 at level 9, but that seems like a lot of health. Maybe it'd be okay. Let me see. That's... Let's see, level 9. I think we're getting... I mean, I guess we'll try him. I don't have much of a choice. It is pretty slow. Oh, I need to buy the potions. It doesn't count because I'm not on the. I'm still on the concrete. And I also need EXP. I want way too gung ho. Alright, let's just fight the guys and get money. Doing this all shit out of order. YouTube stream's been doing well today. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you working. A little flute. That's good. Got an in for a super potion. Might have to go out again. Up, schlup. Let's get this EXP. Slow start. No. The first battle in Trace has already shown itself why it's bad. Good freeze. Ouch. God, finally got his act together. Dark balls. Sure. Did it trace my slow start? Or does it just have it? Bro, I'm sleepy. I accidentally ran into that guy, but if I didn't, I might have died in a wild encounter, so live and learn, I guess. Alright. Goodbye to potions. Got a lot of good items. Which is bad because I don't have nothing to sell. And I had to spend extra money on Pokeballs. Do we have enough? Group Squash. Okay, it's outcome time. First outcome prediction of the day. Sprout. Use engine. There you go. Iron Fist. All right. Let's see how far this freaking penguin can go. Rockhead. Trace is kind of cool if we to evolve because we get to know so many possible abilities. Pressure. Fuck off. It's also kind of nice that it's nice to have a mixed attacker that can evolve. It's not nice because obviously you're wasting precious BST, so you're probably going to be less good overall, but you have a bigger incentive to keep both both types of moves, so when you evolve, if you're only good at one, you still can have options, because you could have like only attack moves and then evolve and only your special attack is good and you don't learn any more moves. Yeah, that song's annoyed me for a while. I should better fix it. I have Seed Flare, super effective. Jesus. Definitely use a potion. What a big you. Can't run from a trainer battle. Do the move. Trouble's doing well against level 5s. Against level 9s, I can't one-shot him. This guy has no future. What move is this? Ancient Power? Is 5 Ancient Power better than 35 Poison Sting? This is some shit Damp would make fun of me about. And I still don't know the answer. I'm getting rid of Poison Sting. Neither move is really good, but there's one. I already got another move? When did we learn till 36? And 4 more. What can we evolve into? I think looking at this shit is gonna be bad because we're gonna be wishing I could use a wish right now, like that kind of shit. My Lodic is literally the most plausible. Some very good options here. Feel dud. Big whale. A relicant. Well, I can't evolve into that, but it could. I don't know what move to use here. The blink. Been pretty rough today. This is my first time in Sprout Tower. Yeah, we're just a little water penguin. A crit. Yeah, this is like a miracle run. But it could happen. It's just every like 454 or 540 530 watermon. Like that stuff. There's a ton of shit you can, there's so many water types, but some Pokemon have like an 11% chance to evolve into something, but this is the water type. The best is 6. Alright, gym time. It's the gym, it never come on. It's the gym, there it is. We're gonna enter the gym. When we go on the elevator, gym. Pretty good, right? He didn't die. Excuse me. That's big. I'm using all my ground moves. And I missed. And he also knew Luster Purge. Facial Rend. I think it's better than Ancient Power. Ancient Power also is 5 PP. Puppy. Dark Pulse this guy, but he's doing pressure, so we're only gonna have 2 left. Bit scary. It's our best move, I would say. Didn't one shot. Can't use items anymore. A little bit of a bad spot to be in. We Spatial Rend here for the PP. Level 14 Mankey, we Ice Punch that. He rested. It's faster, but he rested at turn 1. Little stupid monkey. Ain't fucking with you. Hero, that's an Ice Punch. Level 20, so it might not die. But it will freeze, so we're fine. Yeah, Spatial Rend is 100 power with a crit rate. We did it! Who's that? White Cannon. White Cannon is a good, it's like the one good multi-hit. I could get rid of Spatial Rend for this. Although I think we save it. Because if we evolve and we're only special, then I'm gonna be mad that we got rid of Spatial Rend. So we'll keep it as an option. I guess by then we'll have cut. Ideally, we'll have taught cut. But I think the options are better to keep open. I don't know. I'm just trying my best. I do think Zoe has to go out, and I know I've only been live for 3.5 hours. I started pretty late. I'm sorry about that. I do think I'm going to end stream to take her out instead of taking a break, because I'm also tired. So I think I'll call it here. Sorry for the shorter stream. Go out, just wait. He's fussing. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys had fun. I think it was a fun stream. I think I got a little tired at the end, but we talked about philosophy, so let's, you know, like 4 hours philosophy, that's too much. You know, we gotta nip it in the bud here. I'll pay out badge 1, I'll raid Lynn, and then I'll go offline because I gotta take out my dog and she's puffing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Fuck It Friday. I don't know what we're doing, but maybe I'll check out that stupid horse game if I don't have any idea. I don't know. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you for hanging out. Bye. Good night. So going with Lynn. Bye bye.